Hey, what's going on? It's the Joe Teel podcast, and you're tapped in again. First of all, I want to shout out my new sponsors, Benchmark here in town and Cafe Lucille's. Appreciate them for helping me get this new space, this brand new setup. This is awesome. We are here in historic downtown in the new section, the fancy section, with the lights and the new places. It's fun. And today I have a great guest, Darlene Taylor. What's going on?
Hello.
Are you doing all right?
I'm doing fine. I'm tired because I've been painting about 10, 12 hours every day.
Wow. I'm excited to have a guest that has their own day here in Texas. I think you're the first guest with their own day here.
I have been trying to find other people that have a day. And other than myself and Otis Williams, right. I don't know of anyone else.
That must feel cool.
Yeah,
I keep putting an application in. I don't know if they're reading it or what. They're not getting it.
I have to figure out who else is.
Yeah,
I don't know how you figure out who else would have one.
I don't know. I keep telling them the Joe Teel Day, but I never
You'll get there.
I never hear back from them.
You'll get there.
What that's awesome. How does it feel to be recognized like that? That's interesting. That's cool.
Well, it's not what I was going for. I was just going to pay my mortgage.
I feel that. Yeah.
Keep the electric on, make sure the windstream stays on. It's awesome because I think that Texarkana is probably the best place I've ever lived. And I've lived in different cities all over Texas. And I've been to Seattle. I've lived in Oregon for a little while. And it's just different. And I love the vibe here. And so to be recognized as someone who just kind of transplanted here,
right?
It's awesome.
Yeah, because we talked to HypeCon, but yes. I don't know if I'll ever get that out. I got too behind.
Because it's too long. We talk about too much.
Yeah, but that's fine because we're going to do it all again today. You came from somewhere else. Where were you born?
I was born in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then where'd you go after that?
Oh, man. My mom was a rambling rose. And so we moved. So it was like every 6 months. To a year we moved. And even after I had gotten married, my first husband, before we got divorced, we were rambling roses. And so we moved every 6 months to a year. And so I've lived everywhere.
And so you kind of, did you enjoy that? Do you like going?
Well, at the time it was because we were just poor.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of just went from relative to relative, sometimes to someone's house to someone else's house. And then, we got a place over here. You can stay here for a little while kind of situations. And so we never just had roots. And to live in Texarkana, this is the longest I've lived anywhere.
Right. How long have you been here?
Since 2009.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I even left for a year to live in Portland.
Wow,
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, and that's far away and they're different there.
Yeah, it's different. And so I left and came back to Texarkana because I was like, okay, that was enough of that. That was some crazy business.
Yeah.
And so I came back and just went, you know what? This is it. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to live.
Wow. Texarkana gets a bad rap sometimes.
They do.
But what is it about you? What is it about here that drew you in, that really locked you in?
Well, the fact you're 3 lights from everywhere.
That does help.
and before I lived here, I lived in Arlington, Irving area. So off of 183. And if you ever lived off of 183 in Beltline, you know that is just mayhem. It takes you 45 minutes just to go 4 blocks. And so to come here and just walk this way.
Yeah.
Drive that way. You go, I'm going to the McDonald's. You don't have to say which one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Go to the McDonald's. Okay. Yeah. I see you there. Or the Walmart, back when there was just one Walmart or two Walmarts, when you could just say, I'm going to the Texas side.
Yep. And they're like, oh,
I'm going to the Arkansas side.
It's crazy. I know I can't. Every time I go to Dallas or Houston or whatever, I'm like, what is this?
It's white knuckles.
Yeah. I won't even drive in Richmond. I'm risking my life for Chick-fil-A here.
Risking your life. And, everything is right here.
Right.
And everyone who's here thinks, oh, it's a horrible place. It's terrible. I remember waking up and coming down the stairs to go to school, and there's a deceased person in the breezeway. And, helicopters overhead with spotlights, and always hearing sirens, and always wondering if you're going to get shot at, or the shooting, and getting down on the ground and just living in fear, because we lived in a very that side of Fort Worth was really bad. Rosedale, Berry. I don't know what it is now, but back when I was a kid and growing up in high school, I went to O.D. White High School. Growing up, it was just, you were in fear. You couldn't go outside and play. We were house kids. But we were also latchkey kids too, where you just left from school, you went home, you locked yourself in the house till your mom got home.
Oh, wow.
And so we were mostly just in the house. We played in the house. You couldn't go outside.
That is exactly opposite of how I grew up.
Yeah.
I grew up in the woods.
Yeah.
When I would get in trouble for being in the house, my parents were like, no.
Get outside.
Get outside.
Like, now, when we went over our grandmother's house, you go over your grandmother's house, grandma.
Oh, grandma.
Get outside.
Yeah, for sure.
So grandmother, everybody's outside. Then you had the neighborhood kids, and the whole block would be running up and down the street.
Yeah, that's how I grew up.
But most of the side that we lived on was really bad.
And so with that, here is nothing.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
This is nothing. I was driving down State Line, because I live on State Line, and I was coming home, and it was late at night. And it was the first time I ever seen that gas station full of cars at night.
Oh, racetrack?
Yes.
No, Raceway.
Raceway.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was talking about it, and I was like, huh? And I finally got to go past it when all the cars are sitting there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that reminds me of the university. The university in Arlington is the drive around. So all the kids from the high schools and the colleges, they drive around the college. And they just drive in a circle, and they low ride, and they play their music loud. And that's when the girls come out dancing, and everybody kind of, with their flashlights, and they're bouncing. And it's just fun until it's not.
Yeah, until it ain't.
Not. But that reminded me of, I said, oh, look at them. They got the tiny little parking lot. It's so cute. I just want to go over there and squeeze all their cheeks and go, one day you'll be a big parking lot.
Squeezing cheeks till they pull a gun out.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, it's so cute. They think they're hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, State Line used to be, they've cracked down on it too. They won't let you. When I was in high school, we would just drive up and down it. Like on Saturday and Friday nights, you would just get in your car and you would just drive up and down.
That's a waste of gas.
Pulling parking lots, meet up with a couple people.
Gas is $3.
And you drive. Oh, yeah. Well, it was then. I guess when I was in high school, this would have been in 2012, 11, stuff like that. It wasn't quite so bad.
It wasn't so bad. I remember when gas was, Colorado. It was like 89 cents.
Yeah, I didn't have a car in high school. I was always riding around with people.
I didn't get a car.
Somebody was driving me.
I didn't get a car of my own till I was 23.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get my license till I was 20.
Yeah, I didn't get my license.
But I drove.
21. I didn't get my license till I was 21. And I was married for 3 years, because I got married when I was 18. We were in high school when we got married.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I had this minivan, and I was just driving around. And one day, I had been risking it all. I had been driving illegal all over the place, and everything had been fine. I had a slide-up phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
And I'm driving.
The Metro slide-up.
And I was texting. It was my wife-to-be, though.
Yeah.
I texted my girlfriend at the time, wife-to-be. And I was by the New Ways in Liberty Hollow, and I bumped into somebody in the back, and I was like, oh no, this is it. It wasn't hard at all. It was just barely
a tap.
And I was like, no, This is it. They're going to call the police and I'm done for. And the little Hispanic guy gets out the car. He's cussing at me in Spanish and flipping me off. And he goes back there and he looks at the bumper and he realizes that it didn't really leave nothing. He just flips me off again and gets in the car and drives off. I said, oh my God.
My goodness. Well, you just touch it. You just touched it. Now, when I first got here and everyone was saying that they drive the Summer Hill and around to Richmond, they do a little...
Oh, yeah. You go back to like the bottoms and the back. Yeah. Yeah, because there's just nothing out there. It's just big
they call it when you skip in school, you drive that little route.
Yeah.
And I finally did it one day, just go, I wonder where they are talking about. And I think I got lost. And I thought Texarkana just kept on going. When I first moved here, I didn't know. I didn't know it stopped.
Oh, no. Once you get past it, it's in fields.
Yeah. So I was driving down Richmond Road and just kept on going. I said, I wonder where Texarkana keep on going. And I was way out there in the fields. And I'm like, and then it came back to Texarkana. I said, this is the most stupidest road I've ever been on.
Yeah, it'll loop back around, but...
I said, I cannot believe that I did that. And I was worried, like scared, worried that I'm just going out of the state.
Yeah, into nowhere,
Okay, right back to Texarkana.
That's the thing, like the surrounding areas of Texarkana. Like Texarkana's, I don't know, it's weird because I was talking to Matt Solomon, the guy that had the history of Texarkana. Mm-hmm. That's a really cool episode and it did well. And he was just explaining like, the rail, like we're right here by Union Station, which is awesome. I can look out the window and watch the trains and stuff. I mean, that's why Texarkana's here. Like this is like a little hub in the middle of nothing but fields and nothing.
Well, Fabian also did one.
I need to have her on.
Fabian did, and it's on YouTube. And that's how I learned all about
So Texarkana. She did a history?
Yeah, she did it.
I need to get Fabian
She did a video of the history of Texarkana.
I went to school with her daughter.
Yes.
And I knew her when I was younger.
And then there's one on the rat infesting from Texarkana. And I also found out how Texarkana got the railroad instead of, because it was supposed to go to New Washington.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. But we ended up with it, and that's
the only reason why it's here.
Yeah.
And then of course why Kings Highway is called Kings Highway.
Oh, why is that?
Because of the Kings Highway stagecoach.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a gentleman Mr. King, who owned a stagecoach that went from Old Boston, to Texarkana. And that was the road that it used to take.
Man, and I drive that every day.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. Yeah, I love the history.
So they call it Kings Highway because it was named after the King's stagecoach.
Yeah, I know a lot of it has to do with Red River too.
Oh yeah, a lot. My house is from Red River.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was one of the houses that they built to house the workers who built Red River.
Oh wow.
Army Depot.
I found out who made why Shreveport's called Shreveport. It was a Captain Shreve. It was a guy that got the Red River like navigable. What a word.
He navigated.
Yes. He got there was brush and you couldn't, it was like stopped up the Red River. And it was stopping the flow of things. And so Captain Shreve got out there and got rid of it. And so they called it Shreveport. I was like, oh man, that's cool.
You stop. And now it's the biggest one of the biggest ports.
Yeah.
And it's so weird about this whole little area because really there shouldn't be nothing here. Mm-mm. Because it's just dirt. When you really think about it, it's just dirt and trees. There shouldn't be anything here. And I love the fact that this little area has grown so much. Because when I first got here, it was just the two-way traffic on the side of the freeway.
Right.
And it was before they built the new bridge over by the mall. Because I remember when they exploded the old bridge to build the new bridge. And people were mad because they turned it into one way only.
Right.
And it's grown so much over the years that I've been here that it's no longer this small town.
Mm-mm. It's like a medium.
It's a medium town. When I describe my relatives and they go, why you live in a little bitty town, Texarkana? I go, no, it's not little. It's pretty big.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do here.
Activities.
There's a lot of cool people that like this podcast has shown me. Like,
yes,
there's a lot of people.
You get a lot of viewers. Yeah. And I didn't know I got a lot of viewers. So I looked at my analytics. I don't know the thing.
Yeah.
But I looked at it and I get 1 million views a month.
Yeah. I get a ton.
And I was like, who, me?
Yeah.
I got it down to 250,000.
Right.
For my personal page. And I'm trying to build up my business page to get it. And it's starting to go like this now.
Right.
Because I wasn't using my business page. People were just contacting me on my personal page. Well, I can't cuss nobody out on my personal page if I'm using it for my business.
Right.
So I have to switch everybody over to my business page.
Yeah, it's my personal page that's booming right now.
Yeah. So, but it's still going like this. But I did not realize I was doing 250,000 people.
Yeah.
You know?
Since last November, I've averaged over 500,000 every month. Like right now, I'm sitting at like 900,000 in the last 28 days.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had 1 million.
Yeah, I had a post yesterday that did 170,000.
Yeah.
I was like, God, this is just one post.
And now I'm switching everything off of Facebook onto YouTube.
Yeah. And now a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Cafe Lucille. It's located on Main Street in downtown Texarkana, Texas. And I personally recommend the Downtowner or the biscuits and gravy, or my personal favorite, the Cajun potato soup that's got alligator in it. And I love anything that's got alligator in it. I promise. Those are great people down there. Go check them out. They support us. We support them. Now back to the show. I'm trying. My YouTube
sucks. It's 82 people. I got 82 people watching.
I have like 600. But for just, on this show, that debate did well. I just posted a debate and it looks like it's going to get 1,000 views. And that's good for a 3-hour video.
For a 3-hour video.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Oh, you watched the whole thing? What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah. It was interesting.
I like all of your videos. I love your shorts.
Yeah.
Because I can, my brain can go like that because I ADHD. But the thing about what we do, because I think we're more public wise people and personalities, which is weird in Texarkana to be personalities.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what it is. Though.
Yeah. What we do is odd compared to other people. Because there's a lot of people they don't want you to know who they are. Yeah. They don't want you to know where they live. I have a big old ass mural on the side of my house. Everybody knows my house.
And your car's painted.
Yeah, my car's painted. Everybody knows.
I knew that was you when I was coming over here. I was like,
everybody knows if I'm parked in front of the McDonald's and cheating. Oh, look at her. She's in front of the McDonald's. She's cheating on her diet. People tell me about my cruise that I was just on more than what I knew about my cruise. Girl, I saw you on that cruise. When you saw that hat, you should have got that hat because that hat is worth. And I'm like, they're paying more close attention to my life than what I am. But I like that. And I don't know why I like that. I like sharing everything that I do.
I think I don't know, for me, it's like inspiration to live a cool life. So it's like, I like when people are seeing what I'm doing. And then that also encourages me to do something worth seeing.
Worth seeing.
Yeah. Yes. So like some days I'm being boring. I'm like, I need to go do something, I need to go do something dumb. I need to record it. Like, I want people to, if we want people to watch it, like it has to be worth watching. And a life worth watching is I feel like a life worth living.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it. I like being crazy. I like getting people stirred up. I have all these different deals I do on my page and people like it. I'm at war with like sweet tea and the Sam's pole. I slap the Sam's pole. Because the pole, there's a pole that has...
Sam pole.
Yeah, Bert. Yeah, it's Bert.
Bert. Yeah, Bert.
Bert's got a Facebook page.
He does. And the one at Sam's and the one at the Walmart. And then the other Walmart.
Yeah, people are just maxing them out. And I've got some wild theories on that. I think it's like a glitch in the Matrix.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
If you can come at it at a certain angle, the game hadn't loaded.
You know what it is? It's in that part of your windshield where that line of your automobile from the window and this window, that it's in that view. So when you turn, you don't see it.
Yeah. And you know what? At Sam's, I sit there because I go out there to make videos sometimes. And sometimes I'll just sit there and park by it and I'll just watch people drive by it and try to just study. I'm like, why are they maxing this thing out? Like, why are they hitting this?
And I've seen that one on Summer Hill get clocked.
Oh, you seen it? Yeah, I've never seen it in person. You've seen it in person?
I've seen it get clocked and they like rammed up it. Like the thing is underneath their car and their car up in the air.
People are going to love her talking about this. They eat that up. For some reason, people in town,
I love that.
They love when a vehicle hits that pole in a parking lot.
They're my Facebook friend.
Yeah.
Like I go up to the pole. Like people come up to me in Walmart and go, girl, I love you. You're my Facebook friend. I go up to the Walmart sign and go, you're my Facebook friend. I stalk you.
Yeah.
Look at all your wrecks.
It was funny. Me and my buddy had staked it out to go slap the pole. Then we started thinking about it, and he started messing with me. It's the guy I do another podcast with, and he's like, what did they get you for vandalism? I was like, bro, don't say that. This is easy. This is simple. I'm just going to smack this pole. He's like, what if you dent it? I said, I ain't going to hit it that hard. But then we sat there for a while, and I was like, now we're waiting for traffic to go away. I got all worked up. And I was like, oh, no, this can't be this hard.
I gotta hug the pole. I got to go give the pole some love. We got to go hug it.
Like, hey, we should.
And I've seen it when it's been there by itself, and then they put up the traffic cones.
Yeah.
And then they put up the major traffic cones. And then they just put up cement poles. And then they put up the metal poles. And now they got the neon, plastic, whatever things, gate. And they still hit it. But the other one on the other end just is fine and dandy sitting there. Just beautiful.
Like I said, I parked in there, and what people do, they're supposed to. So like if you go like a Sam's, you go around, you're supposed to go around and go through the stop sign on this side.
Yes.
When people park over here, they try to go through that gap, and they're in a hurry. And I was watching it, and like nobody hit it, but I was sitting there watching. I was like, I bet that's how they do that. Somebody's parked, and they're trying to go through the gap instead of going around.
Well, I can't say nothing. I tore up a Cadillac working at a budget rent-a-car because I hit a pole.
So you hit a pole in a parking lot?
Yeah, at the airport, at Dallas Airport.
I feel like I'm interviewing a survivor.
Yeah, I worked at budget rent-a-car. Budget rent-a-car. I was a driver. I used to take the clean cars to the wash and then
Did you get fired?
Yes. Got fired. That car only had like 2 miles on it. It was a Cadillac. I totaled it. Oh, right in the middle.
You got one little fight. Your mom got scared.
It was crazy. Because everyone was cutting across the parking lot. I was like, and it was nighttime too. Everyone was cutting across the parking lot. I said, look at him. Cutting across the parking lot. How devious. I'm going to go down where you're supposed to go. Boom. So just follow them.
Yep. So follow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. What's some of the weirdest jobs you've had? I feel like if you move a lot, you probably have
I used to work for a temporary company, and I worked for Murals Printing, and that's in Fort Worth. All of my jobs have been in Fort Worth and Dallas and Arlington. And so the weirdest one was Murals Printing, and I worked for a magazine printing company. I worked for 2 days. That's not even my shortest job. I'll tell you another job where I worked for an hour. But it wasn't even that hard of a job. All I had to do was take the stacks of parts of there's like 5 girls. And there's this giant machine that had these slots. And you put your part of the magazine and you keep your slot full. And the machine would make magazines and print it and put it together.
Wow.
And so that's all I had to do. That's all I had to do. Did I do it? No. Because it made your hands dry. And so I was grabbing these paper and it sucks all the moisture. These brand new pieces of wood paper would suck all the moisture out of your hands. So your hands would crack and then it would start peeling the skin. And it looked like you had 1,000 paper cuts on your hands. And so my hand hurt. I was like, man, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do gloves. They didn't give you gloves. You couldn't grab. You couldn't have gloves because then you couldn't grab the paper, or they think freeze something. Got to make sure it's pristine when you put it in the machine.
Right, that makes sense.
And so my hands was cracking, and I grabbed the thing, and I was trying to put it in there, and it went in wrong, and it jammed up the machine, and the whole thing went. And that was the end of that. That was the end of my job at the Murals Printing.
You quit or they fired you?
Oh man, I don't know which one. Because it was a
coin flip.
It was a toss up between I can't believe you did it, don't want this job anyway. It was a cross up between that. The job that I had for an hour, I worked at a bubble gum where they made the sour. To this day, I hate sour bubble gum. The green apple sour bubble gum. But it was individual ones that they put in the little plastic. It's a machine. All the gum would come into the thing, and then it would go into this other thing, and it would wrap them, and they'll cut them all individually. And you had to have one of those big buckets, those big plastic buckets. And you put it underneath the thing, and it fills up, and you put the lid on it and shove it out. So you had to stand there with a lid filling up, and you had to blindly grab another bucket.
You just never stopped?
And you switched, and you had to grab a lid, put that on there, and move that out of the way. Then you grab another bucket and you switch. And so I did that for an hour. I had bubblegum all over for. And I couldn't switch fast enough.
Yeah.
Or I didn't have the timing right. Or I don't know. But the lady came over. She says, okay, I think you're done. I said, I think I'm done too.
In the hour.
Because I had bubblegum all over the floor. And I just was like, you know what? I do not have the hand-eye coordination for this. Why there's not a machine to do this, I don't know.
Yeah, there's already a machine doing all the other parts.
There's a machine making the gum and putting it together and making it round.
But there's still a human at the end to
catch it and fill up. And how do they make sure that there's 47 ounces of gum if there's... Who's weighing that? Those ones weighing that. I don't know.
They're just guessing. That's probably how a lot of stuff we buy is. They're like, this is so and so ounces, and it's probably just a big ass guess.
It's a guess, and you have to look at the thing filling up while you're grabbing a lid and sticking it on there and pushing it down, and then grabbing another bucket, and this thing is filling up.
Yeah,
and you're like, and then you have to switch it where you don't drop anything, and I could never. It was hard. And it gave me anxiety. Look at me, I got stressed. Stressed just sitting here talking about it.
Hired and fired in 1 hour.
Yeah, hired and fired. And there's one, it's called Everything's $1 back in, way back in the Dim Dog days. I worked there for, 10 minutes or so.
10 minutes.
And the truck came in. And everybody was a manager because they hired me in to be a manager. Assistant manager. Well, I was in thinking I was assistant manager because every single job I've ever had, I've been a manager, assistant manager. But what they don't tell you is everyone's assistant manager.
Oh, no, we're not managers, we workers.
Yeah, everyone. I was like, you're an assistant manager? Yeah, I'm an assistant manager. You're an assistant manager? Yeah. Well, who's the employees? We are. Well, who's the employees under us? Who do we manage?
Manage yourself. And
then the truck came in and it was 1,000 boxes on this truck. And I went, I'm done.
I just got a phone call.
Yeah.
I got emergency.
And I was like, I can't be here if I'm not a manager. I said, when do I learn to count the money? When do I get a key? I'm like thinking I'm a manager. And everybody's a manager. And I was like, that do not make any sense.
Right.
I said, I gotta go.
So how'd you get into painting?
Painting? Well, my mother was an artist and she painted watercolor, but she did mostly charcoal and pastels. And I would sit there and watch her, and then she would blindly make me also draw meticulously. But she gave me fun stuff, like well, we didn't have animation back then. Well, we had Speed Racer, but we didn't have animation like now. But she made me draw cartoons and comic books. So I was a comic book nerd. Batman. Yeah. Mostly DC. I had some Marvel, but comic books. But that's all I did is at home, I sketched comic books. And when Andy passed away, like I said, I went to a really deep, deep depression because he was my person. And I didn't expect to lose him so soon. He passed away 6 months after we got married. And he died suddenly. And I felt this because I was alone for 17 years. From my first marriage to him, I just thought I was going to be alone for the rest of my life. And all of a sudden, here's this person who understood my crazy.
Yeah.
And even though it's 6 years after he's gone, I still haven't found anyone who understood my crazy, because I have a special weirdness. Because to look at me and to hear me talk and see how I'm dressed and how I behave, you think I was younger and not a 55, about to be 56-year-old woman, Black woman. At that, I have this kind of teenager, I don't know.
Yeah, I like it though.
This personality.
I think that's why people like you though.
Yeah, I have this personality that don't fit this.
Right.
And so he understood that. And he was young, even though he was older. He was 20 years older than me. And he didn't have the 20 years old. Because I had no idea, even though I kind of knew, but I didn't know that he was that much older than me.
Oh, even after you got married?
Yeah. Well, I figured out before. But it was when we met, I thought he was the same age. I thought he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
But he was in his 70s.
He had kind of like a younger spirit about him.
Yeah, he had a younger spirit about him.
Nice.
And so I present myself as younger. He presented himself as younger. And so we kind of meshed together. And the crazy stuff that I did, the Renaissance, the dressing up, the cosplay, the drawing, the violin, playing the guitar. We even wore the same size pants. I mean, he was a Black woman, me. He was just in a white body, white man's body. Yeah. He was me in a white man's body. Wow. And we had the same taste in music. We had the same taste in movies. We didn't argue. I was going, you hungry? I'm hungry. You want to eat? Let's go eat. And we would go eat.
Nice.
And that would be the end of the conversation. You sleepy? I'm sleepy. Let's go eat, sleep. Okay, let's go to sleep. And I mean, just calm. I would go. The only argument we ever had was when he scared me when he came in the house. And I go, honey, just don't come in the house. Just say hi. Or I'm home.
Yeah.
People say that.
Make yourself known.
Make yourself known.
That's why I walk in the house and go, hey,
yeah, where
everybody at?
Well, his thing is, hi, I'm home. Don't shoot me.
Don't shoot me. Yeah. Yeah, every time I fling the door, because I know kids will come running at my house. So I open the door, I'm like, hey, where everybody at?
That's what he does. And that's what he did. And so we clicked. And so to go from 17 years without somebody, I mean, no one, to all of a sudden, this person that adored me and I adored right back to him being gone, it just destroyed me. Yeah, and so I just kind of went into myself and almost destroyed myself. But then I started painting. And it was a weird kind of painting because it was on a wall. It was like one of those, started painting.
Yeah.
I went, oh, I like that. And I just need to make it bigger. And so I went outside and I started painting on the outside wall for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just painting on the outside wall. And
just pissing the HOA off.
Yeah. And my son was like, just get out of the house. You need to get out of the house. Right. And I was outside painting the wall. And here I am.
How did he react to you being like at this low point? Is that tough for him? I'm sure.
It was, Derek is, my son is, he is the person that you want during the zombie apocalypse. When the crap is hitting the fan, he is the calm. He is the, what was the name of the sheriff on Walking Dead?
Oh, if you
Rick.
Rick. Yeah, Rick.
He is Rick. He stands there. He has the gun. He has the supplies. He has the wherewithal to keep everybody together. We're going this way. And I don't know where he gets it from. It's probably all the GTA that I made him play when he was 5 years old. and all the Halo and, you know.
He like, Mama, this ain't shit.
Yeah, this ain't nothing.
Aliens.
Yeah, he's fought aliens. And he's driven the women to the police ball. So he knows it all. I taught him how to snipe when he was 12. So he has all of the survival skills. And nothing affects him. It affects him, here, but it doesn't affect him outside.
Right.
Me, I'm a table flipper. Throw it off the wall. I'm a chunker. My ex-husband will tell you about that because I've thrown a couple of things at him. But Derek is calm. He is like, Mom, this is what you need to do. Blah, 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 blah. And you sit there and you nod and you go, right, boy, that's what I need to do. And you do it.
Yeah.
And he's the voice of reason.
Nice.
If I could throw him out and go, this is the person you guys need to listen to. Listen to the boy. And I said, you know those, I need to do one of those. Where the TikTok where the guy said, this is my husband. He's going to tell you about this garden.
Yeah, and you better like it. Yeah, you better like it.
And he comes up. That's Derek. And Derek is the coolest individual. He's 32 years old. And he's got I'm present younger than what I really am syndrome also. My mother had it too. And in fact, my grandma, I think it runs in my family. But he is calm. He doesn't yell. Even when he's mad, he doesn't yell. He doesn't scream. And those times when he does.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I have.
Oh, yeah, when the quiet ones break, it's trouble.
Yeah. And so, luckily, it's not that he's the parent and I'm the child, but it is. I consider myself a hamster. He feeds and waters me and I run around the wheel.
Yeah.
As long as I keep the food and the water coming at me, I'm all right. He makes sure I am alive. He keeps the lights on. He makes sure the bills get paid. He makes sure that when I walk into my room, that at least there's some semblance of order. And because he'll come and go, Mama, I think you need to take that out. Okay, baby, I'll do that. Pick that up. Yeah. So I rely on him for a lot because if I didn't have him, I think that I would not be here.
Yeah.
I really do believe that. I wouldn't be sitting in this chair anyway.
Right.
I think that I would be sitting probably either in jail or in some asylum. Or
it's crazy to have those people that balance us out. My wife for sure is a lot opposite than me. Like I said, I'm very emotional. And then I'm always got this scheme, this next deal. I'm gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna start a studio. I'm gonna do this.
Well, you got the ideas.
Yeah, but she's like, we need money for this, and we have to do this. And I need you here. And like when some people use the excuse like I need to ask my wife like to get out of shit, but like I literally like if somebody's like, hey, can you do this? I'll be like, I literally have to ask her because like she knows if I have something to do or not. I don't know.
Accountant.
Yeah, and so I get that for sure because she is like she's like that for me.
He's the level.
Yeah,
and
I think creative people need that. Like, is there something weird about us that makes us able to do some of these things?
Because we have the letters. We are the OCD, ADHD, PSTD, the OBYG. We are the ABCD and the XYZs. We are the letters. And so our letters conflict. Even though I'm OCD, I'm not standing there washing my hands 45 times a day. Not that. But my clothes are on the ground. But there's a pile of clean clothes and a pile of dirty clothes. They're in order.
Right.
My books are on the floor, but they're in alphabetical order stacked up by color. I am the slob, but and that's what my mom's called it. She called it an organized slob. And that's what my life is. My life is an organized slobbery. And so I keep all my paints. They're all in one spot. They're all stacked up very nicely, but it's a mess. To someone else.
Yeah. But
to me, I know is that I can go over there and I can grab my black and grab this, my house paint. I can grab my inside paint. I can grab my, my glazes. I can grab my primers. I know where everything is. It looks a mess. But to us, it's organized.
It's organized, yes.
Yeah. So I keep everything in a horrible, horrible disarray. But it's all organized. I know exactly where I have to be, when I have to be there, what I have to take when I go.
Right. I think it's like a creative person, you kind of have to acknowledge like there's some crazy shit going on.
Yeah, it's the letters.
Yeah,
the letters are messing with each other.
Yeah, and I feel that for sure.
You have it too, because even though, like you said, oh man, I got to do the table and I got to get this stuff and I got to move this over here and I want to organize my whole place so I can use it all. And I go, you are using it all. You are using it all.
You know, but yeah, that's my craziest feeling. Like, well, we gotta, you know, I've always got some kind of cooked up plan. I'm a planner, dude. I'm a planner, but
you're a last minute planner. See, I wait to the last minute. I am my most productive because people have me come like a week early and go, could you look at my wall and tell me what you think? I go, no, but when I get there, I will. To paint, I will stand in front of your wall and tell you what I think.
Right.
Because I can't think of what to do it 2 weeks before. But while I'm standing there, I got ideas.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know, even when you think about how our brains work, people are so different, you know? Like, people are so different, but then you find people that are like you, and even though they're different, you're like, we must have the same type of deal going on in our brain.
But the letters work together, but they fight each other.
Yeah, I feel that 100%. Because people always tell me because in some areas I'm like crazy consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, Joe, you're so consistent. Then there's like these other areas of my life that are a train wreck, dude. And it's just like, somebody's like, oh, Joe, you're so consistent. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. This is a fucking train wreck, dude.
But my socks are all in the drawer.
Yeah, exactly. It's just weird things that there's certain areas where I can figure it out. There's other areas where I'm lost in the sauce, and it does be up to like my wife or people around me.
That's because they don't have the letters. They have maybe one or two. We have them all.
Maybe so.
Yeah. And because we're those crazy people that function, we're maskers. Because when we were little, they didn't have the letters. My mama called it the sit down disease. Sit down, Darlene. Sit down. Sit down, Darlene. Sit down.
I was all over the damn place.
Yeah, I was everywhere. And so my mom had to create things for my mind to do and my hands to do so that I wouldn't take the TV apart to figure out where the people were.
For sure.
And
I remember the first time I got like in major trouble, I was like my son's age. And I had a pair of scissors and there was the wooden chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the scissors and I just made these stripes. The scissors, it was a green chair. So I just cut. And so there were stripes all down in it. And when I got in trouble, I remember just getting my ass beat, just worn out. And I was sitting there and in my head, I still remember this to this day. I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, why did I do that? Like it just felt like in that moment, I was just like, I need to do this.
I needed to do that.
And then I was like, why did I do that? That's crazy. That made no sense.
My mom had me doing insane things like bottle caps. I would collect bottle caps from different sodas. Back then when everything came in actual glass bottles. And so I would keep bottle caps. And then I would keep the Nestle tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me why. Mm-hmm. And I would use it for like luggage for my dog clothes. And stick my dog clothes and fold it over like it was luggage. And my Barbies would carry the Nestle tea bags around. And so I would like have all these different things that she would do to me. And like magazines, she would give me old magazines. And I would have to go through the magazine and make each picture say something. So I had to write words. Like you used to do in the day where I would make the mustache and black out teeth in the pictures. I had to make the magazine a story. So I would have to go through it. Even though it was different people, I would have to make them say like they're doing a story. So I would have to read the magazine and then make a cohesive story through it and hand it to my mom and she would read it and go, that's good, baby. Here's another magazine. And that would keep me busy for hours and days.
Yeah. It's like using that part of the brain.
Yeah, the creative little part.
And now a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Benchmark, here in Texarkana, Texas. Dude, these people need your business just off the names of the food. The Love Street Chicken. They got an appetizer called Pain in a Basket. But my personal recommendation is that you get the scallops and the grits I'm going to read this for you. I know this is an ad, but I'm going to read this for you. Seared scallops over alligator and pork sausage. Y'all know I love alligator. Sauteed with garlic and herbs on a bed of baby spinach and dirty duck grits. This is a fancy place to go. This is where you take your girl. This is where you dress up nice and y'all go out and do something beautiful. Shout out to them. They're great people. We support them. They support us. Now back to the show. You know, and I know this, it's got to be the same feeling like as you're putting together this big mural and all the parts are fitting and you're not really sure like how you're able to know, but you just know.
Yeah.
When, you
make it up as you go along.
Yeah. And I write music. I've always been able to write.
Mind-boggled about that.
Yeah. I've always been able to write music. I still get paid to write music. And like, I don't know how to explain it, but I always know where I'm going to.
Yeah. Where you
and I always know. And it's just crazy that my brain can know, like, cause I used to write songs, like really told stories. I was like, damn, how do I just couldn't really even explain like how I was doing it, but I was like, I just know how to make it rhyme and to say what I'm trying to get it to say.
Convey.
Yeah. And I don't know how that is. So there's something, and I guess it's brain stuff more than likely, that just some people are able to get to a place that I don't know. I don't really know how to describe. Like, how do you get to the end of a giant mural? Like,
well, like I said, people are confounded when I tell them I make it up as I go along.
Right.
And art, like any art, artist will tell you, that's all that they're doing. Those people that go, well, you know, I sit there and I sketch it out and I make different designs. And I don't know those people because the most artists I know, they sit there and they mess with it and they wipe it off and they mess with it and they wipe and mess and they wipe and they layer and layer and layer. They come out with their end result and then they go back and mess with it some more. I'm of that kind of genre because that's how I was taught when I took art, was to look at it, imagine what's there in your brain and put it there. It's kind of like the Michelangelo. You have the marble. You go, I didn't free I didn't take the marble away from the statue. I just saw that the statue was already there.
Yeah. And
And so I have that. So I see it on the wall already.
Right.
And I just have to put it on there.
Do you think, now this is a 4-hour question, but do you think that there's something more to that? Or do you think that's just a product of how our brains think? Or do you think that there's something to creativity that's maybe like deeper, like a spiritual
I think
thing,
that there's
or something different out there?
It's a deeper, but
how would you describe it then?
I think it's deeper because there's some muralists who have to have a picture.
Right.
And they have to follow that picture exactly. And because I've gone to most jobs where they want you to paint it as they see it and make that. And I'm like, but it should be like this.
Right.
And they can't deviate from what they have. That's what they see and that's what they want. That's what they're going to get. And I am of the, just be free. Just be free, man. Just do it. And I can't, like the Temptations. The Temptations mural had to be exactly what I gave the city. I couldn't deviate it, even though I wanted to.
Right. And was that tough for you?
Yes. It was very hard.
Yeah.
And because I do not make things exactly. There's always, okay, I need to make this bigger. Because even though you put it on the computer and you see it on your phone and you look at it on a piece of paper, you go, okay, cool. And then you paint it and you go, oh man, that needs to get moved over or that needs to slide up. Because the wall.
It's huge.
Yeah. The wall is either got a crack down here or this side is bumpy or you can't see it. And the light shines on it weird. Things happen in real life that's not on the piece of paper that you have to change. And when you make stuff exact, you can't change it, but it needs to be changed. But you can't change it. And I bet that made your brain hurt. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't like working in that box because if I could have, I made probably about 70 different examples of the Temptations mural.
Really?
Yeah. Which I thought was fantastic, but they wanted something different.
So on that one, did they have something that did you end up copying something that they had already, or did you at least
No,
draw?
that was
yeah.
The only thing that was not mine was the black and white picture of Otis with the sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
That was an image that's on one of his magazines.
Wow.
And the Temptations logo. That's the only thing that's in real life. The rest of it.
There you go. Look at that again. That's just right on the road.
Yeah. The only thing I wanted to do with that one was to repaint the faces because I think I'm better with faces now. And I wish I could go back and repaint the faces.
Is that possible?
Oh, I would like to know. Because if I can go to David Orr, that's the city planner, if I can go to him and go, it's been a year and I've gotten better.
Has it only been a year since that big painting?
January. Year and a half now.
Yeah.
And I would go, David, I've gotten better. I would like to repaint the faces. Can I repaint the faces?
Yeah.
They may let me do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would like to because, there was a lot of contention on that because the person that was over it wanted them to have real teeth. And my opinion was they don't need real teeth because that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
When you're 22 feet tall, you don't need real teeth.
Yeah.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
And like she wanted the sunglass to be all black. She didn't want the eyes to be seen. And I did that. And I stood across the street. I stood across the street.
Yeah, I seen
street.
I was going to cross the street.
I stood across the street and I looked at it and it was frightening. It was like two black holes staring at you through the abyss. And so I saw, and it was the actual image was supposed to be straight black and white. But I fudged it, made it grayscale. And I actually put his eyes in. And it made it where it wasn't so frightening.
Yeah.
And that kind of got, I will allow that because it's still black and white.
Yeah.
But there's times when I can touch at it, and then there's times that I can't mess with it. Like the 5 characters, that is exactly what I gave them. And that big yellow box is exactly, everything is exactly. Even the water splash behind is exactly the water splash that I gave them.
I need to put a picture of that up there.
Oh, man.
I'm going to take a picture of it.
I got it on my phone. I'll show it to you.
Yeah. You send me a picture of that and I'll put it right here.
And I'll show you the picture that I sent them and the...
Oh, yeah. It'd be cool to put like a before and after picture of right now.
It's like the exact thing because I painted the exact thing. And you would be shocked at the precision of that. And then what I painted. How I got that out, I don't know. I still don't.
Yeah.
But it was such a hard thing to paint because of the people, not the city, but the person that was behind.
Right. And how many have you done for Texarkana?
I did a post recently, like last week or the week before, where I did every mural, not windows.
Yeah, just walls.
Yeah, just walls. It was over 100.
Wow. So I mean, you in a way, you're like the splash of creativity, like for the city, like as far as like how it looks. I've done over 337 murals, and that's not even a lot. There's muralists out there that's done thousands. Yeah. You did Ruvacama, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I drive by that every day.
I'm the one who told them that they needed to have a bright color because no one could tell that it was a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And I still trying to get them to put food on the front. But they don't want to put food on the front.
Huh. Interesting. I like the guy there, the owner.
Yeah. I love them.
They're super nice.
They're my people. Yeah. I go to their birthday parties.
Oh, really?
And Christmas.
Yeah. I go in there a lot. I get breakfast and I come in there and get the El Jefe burgers.
The horchata.
Yeah. My I don't want to say that. It's
What's
funny.
that?
My buddy has a what does he say? Oh, the Torta Supreme.
Oh, I get the El Jefe.
Yeah, I like the El Jefe burger. That's my shit.
That's what got me to eating there. In fact, I had a post because I used to eat at the one that was on State Line,
and
then they moved it to Texas.
That was on Texas Boulevard.
Texas Boulevard. But somehow or another, I got to the Highway 59 when they were just building it. And they wanted the mural that's the You, Me, and Tacos. That is actually an image that their daughter drew. And I painted it, the exact picture that their daughter drew.
Wow.
And so I wish I could touch that one.
Is that the lady that works there? Does the daughter work there? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her daughter now, but back then she was in school.
Yeah.
And so I fell in love with them and I kind of like, you're now my people.
Yeah. No, I love them.
I self-adopted myself into their family.
Right. Yeah.
And so
I'll have to tell them that I interviewed you.
Yeah. Oh, they love them. Of all the restaurants, now my restaurant experience has been Julie's Deli. And there's only 2 restaurants that I go to eat. And that's Julie's Deli and Los Ravacavas. It's because I've been in the kitchen. Julie is Nazi clean.
Yeah.
That place, she has a regiment. It is clean top to bottom.
Where is that?
It's in Summerhill, right across from the high school.
The school. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know exactly.
So right over there by the Manpower is a regiment. Even though it's been there for 27 years, everything is brand new, clean. She gets surprise inspections and he makes 100 every single time.
Oh, wow.
You know why? Because clean.
Yeah.
And spotless each and every time. They adhere to all of it.
I always hear about the big restaurants around here, and it's like people that work there, like, ooh, if you only knew. I was like, please don't tell me, because I don't want to know.
Everything's labeled.
Yeah.
Everything's thrown out. Because she don't care. She says, been here 3 days, throw it out. She don't care.
Wow.
She is, everything is made from scratch, really. Only thing that comes in cans is like the green beans and the corn, because they can't get that. Can't get that fresh all the time. No. But I'm telling you, everything's really made from scratch. I remember coming in, because I worked in the bakery. I remember coming in and making the cookies and the pies and the cakes and all the other desserts and stuff from scratch. Make it from scratch. And then you go in the front and everything else is made from scratch. For a little while, they was making the bread.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the breads and stuff from scratch. They were baking stuff. And it just was too much.
Have you met the cookie lady?
Oh, yeah. And so there, immaculately. Then there's Los Ravacavas. Immaculate. I've been with him and her and the kids on the Sunday when they were just cooking the beans.
Yeah.
Immaculate. Wow. Kitchen. Clean. That's good. Everything all the time.
Because I eat that food all the time.
There is not... I was there when they were building it. They didn't even have the walls in there yet. And when I tell you that these people care about every little small detail, they care about every little... Is the few places that I believe.
I was renting a building behind there. Mm-hmm. I was in that shopping center.
Oh, in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when they first bought it because it was a pool place.
Yeah, the pool place.
When I got there was a pool place there. And it had been there my whole life. And they had to really work on that building. That building was in bad.
It took them a year, year and a half, probably a little longer.
Yeah, because I moved out before they opened.
Yeah, it took them a little longer. It took them a year. Because I remember painting it, the Aztec temple for the longest. And then when I painted inside, the eagle on the inside, you still got... Yeah, you good? When I was painting the eagle on the inside. Now that eagle is blue light and glows in the dark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's layers and layers of blue light paint.
That's crazy. I was going to ask you about going dark paint.
Yeah, that's some serious stuff.
I need something. How hard is it to paint this texture type stuff?
Not hard at all.
Yeah. I need something that says the Joe Teel project.
Yeah, man.
Across that.
I started off doing spray paint and graffiti.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that was my thing. Well, this is the second mural.
Wow.
A second professional mural. Yeah. I guess El Frio is my first.
Right.
But I didn't get paid for that. I didn't get paid for El Frio. I got margaritas for life.
Come on. Oh, for life?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. And you quit drinking, huh?
And I kept drinking.
Transfer that shit to me.
I quit drinking.
Tell him I know a guy.
Because I knew the rights.
Yeah.
I knew the rights from when I worked at Lowe's. And so I painted all that just to be painting something. Now, I wish I could touch that again and go, I could paint better now. Let me jazz this up. But I gotta go through the city.
I
gotta go through the city.
I always go back and look at stuff I wrote, music-wise especially, and I'm like, what the hell? And so when you drive by murals, I'm sure you just look out the window and you're like, oh God, I just want to touch them. I just want to fix a couple things. Like,
I want to redo El Frio completely because one, it's fading. Yeah. Only because I used oil-based paint that was made for like patio furniture because I didn't know. I just grabbed some paint.
How's the sun? They have stuff that can withstand the sun, or is the sun just beating everything else up? Like
there's actual paint that you can use.
Right.
I didn't know that at the time because it was the first.
Yeah, the first.
And I just used the paint I had at the house. And so, and it's a lot of it is interior paint. And I just painted some stuff on the wall. It'd be all right. And so it's already after 3-4 years, it's already fading. Yeah. And then there's stuff that I did in the Queen that's fading or faded that's already going away, gone. Yeah. And so I wish I could go back but those are the things that you learn, Yeah. You learn over time, okay, this is the paint you use. Here, spend some more money. Ask for more money so you can spend more money on better paint.
Right.
Because I was using the El Cheapo or worse yet, interior paint, which is even cheaper for outside, and it's just washed away. And so...
Yeah, outside's tough because there's the weather and the sun. Sun's tough on things.
But now I've got kind of sponsors where I can go to either Vaspar or Sherwin-Williams, and I can... But my main real sponsor is Spectre Paint here off of Summer Hill.
Shout out to Spectre Paint.
Yeah, whenever I do any kind of project where either I'm donating a mural, like I donated Texarkana mural, they provide the paint for those.
Oh, wow.
Or if I do one like in Hugh Springs, Sherwin-Williams donated the paint for that.
Nice.
Lowe's donated the paint for the Temptations.
Really?
Yeah. So whenever I do a mural that is of some significance that I am donating my time for, because there's a lot of murals in Texarkana that I've done for free. And just to do them. And there's several more that I have planned to do as soon as I stop getting busy to do for free. Because I love putting art on places.
Yeah, you're locked into Harmony for life.
Man, Harmony, they're killing me. But they will donate either the primer or they would donate the bulk of the paint to me as long as I stand there and go, hi, this is Darlene. I use this paint right here. Right here. Dots have donated for their lift. If I use it just one day or a couple of hours, they're more than happy to help me. And I love Dots Rental.
Yeah.
Dots Rental is a place.
Yeah, my grandpa's first wife, sister is the bigwig there.
The sister, cousin, former roommate.
Yeah. Yeah, had to do some jumping jacks there in my head. Yeah.
But I love Texarkana because they are willing to help. Especially when I did the Heroes mural with the police officers, EMTs, first responders, teachers. When I did that mural, that was a lot of donations for that. And even though I didn't need the donations because the city paid for the mural itself, but there was still donations to it. And every person that's on that mural is a real nurse, is a real doctor, a real EMT. That's a real person that actually works for the city of Texarkana.
Come on. I like that.
And so I like those kind of murals. I love those kind of murals.
Yeah. They're important.
Well, they're important more for historical.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people, art is not permanent, but it's historically. I like to give a little thank you to the city every now and then, which is why we go back to my circle of what it feels like to have a day for you. Because those are the reasons that I got a day, even though I wasn't looking for a day.
Yeah.
You know, the most that I thought I would ever get, you know, I didn't even get a coupon for tacos. You know, I didn't even get that. A shot of tequila. But I don't do this for that. I don't do this for the money. I make very little money on my murals. Other murals list have said you're charging too little because I don't charge a lot. I charge $10 a square foot, which is to other muralists is horrible. And they charge $20, $30, $40 a square foot. Whew. And then on top of it, you have to pay the paint. That's on top of the $20 a square foot or whatever they charge. I don't. I want everyone to have art. I'm not in it for the money.
Yeah. But that shows, I think. And I think that that's important. Money and art is an interesting combo, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I ran a studio for 8 years where I was paid to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely muddies the water of creativity when you can add this money element to it that takes away from like the passion side of it. Anytime you're getting paid for passion, it's really complicated because
it turns into a job.
Yeah. And it's like you like with studio time, like that's always amazed me with studio time. Mm-hmm. People are paying, which I know people rehearse and things of that nature, but you're paying to show up and you're just kind of hoping that you're creative that day.
Yeah.
Like you're paying me $50 an hour and you're hoping that between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. you just happen to be real creative and do the best, you know, the best
whatever
stuff
it is
of your
that
life.
You do, then you do
exactly, yeah. And I'm not sure that you can schedule creativity and I'm not sure that someone can pay you to be creative. I know they can, but I think that adds an extra element to it. What do you think about that?
Yeah. And well, yeah, because even the harmony, like you were saying, I'm there. I've been there since for 2 months. I got another month to go. I'm not getting a lot of money for that.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, I'm getting very little money for that. I could have gotten a lot of money for it because I still have to make an invoice to them for the price that it would be square footage as opposed to what I told them I would take for it. And even I was like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious. But that's part of my giving back to Texarkana because I just, you know, my mortgage is $400 a month. My brother hands me 3 of it. And, you know, the boy pays his little bit.
Yeah.
And so
you're just doing
my car's paid for.
You find yourself in a place where you can do art. And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. You know,
that's a good thing.
I get to, so that leaves me free.
Yeah, but a lot of people get some type of success and they start upping their lifestyle.
Yeah, they start upping your lifestyle. And I don't. I'm still living the same way that I was back then. Well, I got the neat little t-shirts, but I still live the same way I did before. I still do the same things that I did when I cruise.
Oh, I love cruises.
I love cruises. But I still do the same thing. So that leaves me free to be creative.
Yeah.
And since I have no life, because I have no boyfriend and the kids are grown. Well, the kid is grown and the grandbaby's still a baby. So I don't have to be functionable for that. And the house the cats in the house takes care of itself. So I'm just free to just kind of stand there and just paint the wall.
That's beautiful.
And cruise.
Yeah, a lot of and cruise. Gotta go cruises. I don't know. It's something inside of us that's like, oh, success. I need to buy more shit. Like
I did that. I mean, I worked for AT&T before I moved here, and I was making $105,000 a year. I had the 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-story townhouse, the Pontiac Sunfire. I called it the Monster because it was had a double muffler.
Oh,
it was set off the people's car alarms in the mornings. And it was and a sunroof. I mean, I had the stuff. I did the $300 a month on my hair. I used to get the $200 nails, and I don't even have nails now. In fact, I cut my nails off. I used to bite my nails, and now I intentionally cut my nails because I don't want paint underneath.
That makes sense.
And so I used to have the outfits and do the Renaissance. I used to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. When my mom was alive, I paid her rent and her electricity. When my brother had his place, I paid for his place and his electricity and bills. And I paid for this person's car, monthly bills, I paid for my son's, and I was just throwing that money out, just throwing. And now I barely I make enough every month to get to the next month.
Right.
And I think I'm happier now than when I was working at AT&T balling. Because I was balling.
Right. Yeah.
Because even the commission checks was like $3,000 to $6,000 a month. Wow. That's just commission, not even the hourly, just the commission checks. I was
slanging phones.
I was slanging. I was slanging.
Yeah. Let's take a break real fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna swap batteries and use the restroom.
All right.
Hey, if you're enjoying this video and you're watching it on YouTube, please go hit that subscribe button. That will help me out tremendously. Also, if you tap that bell, it's going to let you know when I drop new episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now back to the show. Okay, so we took a break.
We took a break and I've knocked over most of his Star Wars stuff, which I apologize for.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You were telling me about how many people died in this house that you live in.
Well, my house is old.
Okay.
Oh, ooh, bear.
It'll do it.
My house was built in 1937. And so Grandpa, which is I call Andy's father, took the house from, like I said, what's that called? Red River.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Red River Army Depot, where it was used as a home for the workers who built Red River. So they transported it from there to where it sits now. I have pictures. Well, I don't have them, but I've seen them because the kids took all the stuff when Andy passed away. But I've seen all the pictures of them moving the house with a little bitty old 1930s truck. This house sitting on the back of a truck. A regular truck.
Oh, like a pickup truck?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Not a moving truck, a pickup truck.
A pickup truck. Like they just dragged it. And there was no trees then. It was all just dirt. The road was dirt. Grandpa wanted it on a corner. So they situated it on a corner. And he didn't want no one living next to him. So he had the city built the sewer line through the land. And so no one can build on the land. He got 3 lots. My house sits on 3 lots. The house itself sits on 1.5 of the lots. Because as houses are, it was a little bit square. It had 2 rooms, a kitchen, a bathroom, front entryway. That was it. Well, you have kids, so you put on a room. Then you have another room. Another kid, you put on another room.
You talk about adding on rooms?
Yeah. And then grandma comes over and you add on another room. and then, her mama comes over and you add on another room. And the kids get bigger. They need a porch, so you add on that. And mama wants a garden room, so you add on that. And then the porch is too small, so you want to turn that into another room and close that in. So you close that in and you put on another porch, and you close that in later and you put on another porch.
Oh, yeah, porch on porches.
I call it the Winchester house. So it's a house within a house within a house.
Wow.
So there's the original part of the house that you can still see. And then there's the rooms that's been added on to the house. And he was a civil engineer. So this place is solid. Solid. Because I had someone come out to do the roof and he had to walk the roof inside the attic. And it still smells like brand new wood in there. And he was like, who built this? I said, well, this is the original, because you can see the original part of the house and then the new parts that branches off. I said, well, Grandpa, my husband's dad did. I don't think I've ever seen a house this built. It's over-engineered.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's 1,000 plugs in every room. So I don't know what engineering concept he had of putting TVs in every room, but there's a plug. There's like 4 plugs on each wall. And then there's plugs up high. So I don't know what he was thinking. But it's fabulous. So there's 6 doors to the outside.
Good God.
Yes. So there's the front door. And then there's another door on the front door next to the front door. Then there's a side door. And then there's another side door. Then there's a back door. Then there's another back door. And then there's another side door. But there's 6 doors to the outside world. And when you come to it, there's a window that looks into a room. Because Grandpa couldn't take that window out, he left the window. So there's a window that looks into a window that looks into a room that looks into a window that looks into a room that looks into a window that looks into a room.
It's like Inception.
It's crazy. And there's rooms you can't get into unless you go through other rooms. Because
this house is stressing me out, dude.
And like I said, there's a hot tub in there. So one of the back rooms that was
you said Grandpa was a player.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a bedroom. He turned it into a hot tub.
Oh, he got to.
So there's an 8-person hot tub, like a massive hot tub.
To this day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't use it. It's I got it sealed off so you can just set stuff on top of it. Because I got it turned into like a platform.
Not basically. A hot tub table.
Well, I used to use it as a hot tub, but it just steams up the whole house.
Yeah, that is interesting. In the house, hot tub's crazy. But hey, man, sometimes you gotta have some ladies over.
Grandpa had the ladies over. Yeah, come on. So, and then there's upstairs, and that because the grandkids had kids, and so they had to go somewhere. And then there's a rec room, and then that kid gets a car, and Mama has a car, and Grandma has a car, and I got a car, and we got to put the lawnmower somewhere. So you got to have another garage. So there's 3 garages. So there's 1 2-car garage.
I just need to come see this.
Yeah, there's a 2-car garage.
Can I come look at you?
Yeah, there's a 2-car garage, and then there's another kind of 2.5-car garage that's my room that I built. So so I closed that in because it was a carport, but I turned it into a closed-in room. Mm. And then there's a 2-car garage building outside in the back. It's just like a little. I call it the little house.
Little house.
Yeah, I call it the little house.
Better than the big house.
I've been in the big house, but that's another story. My tickets.
Oh.
I'm hard. And so it's massive.
Right.
So I live there. My son lives there. My 2 brothers live there. My brother with his wife and 3 kids. So we all live in this 16-room house.
Yeah, and then there's people just drop like flies in there, huh?
Yeah. So upstairs, when you go upstairs, there's doors. Like you're upstairs here.
Uh-huh.
Pretend there's a door on the wall.
Yeah.
But you can't get to that door. Because it's up high. It's above.
Just above.
It's above. And there's a door up there in the middle of the wall. But it's a door to the attic. So you have to go upstairs, go through the rooms, go into the attic, and then go around. You can open up that door. That is so you can hand stuff to someone up into the attic without having to go through the whole house and go up the stairs. But don't open that door and step out because you're toast because you're falling.
What type of distance are we talking?
This flight of stairs.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah. It's up. You look at the house, you say, oh man, that's a 1-story house. It is not.
I have to see.
And you look at it and you go, oh, that house is tiny. Till you walk around.
You come see this house.
It's massive.
You'll show me the house for real?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Oh, that's crazy.
I used to take people on the tour.
Yeah.
And I take people on the same tour that Andy took me on.
Oh, wow.
I lived in my own place over here, in fact. I lived over here. And so in Cavalier Mobile Home Park.
Okay.
So I had my own place.
Over in Liberty Island?
No, right here. Down the street. Yeah, on 59. Because we were talking about Las Vegas.
I broke my nose in Cavalier Trailer Park. I got in a fight by the where the dumpsters are.
Yeah.
You go past
all
the
way
first
back.
check. Yeah. Yeah, a dude got out of the car. He crushed a beer can on my head. He's about 6'3". I thought I was fighting a different guy. Yeah, it hit me so hard.
Well, I lived in the mobile home that had like the park because I had like a full garden with trees.
Is it in the front or the back?
In the front.
Okay, yeah.
And so my place was like, I had like a fence and roses and I had full blown garden.
Oh, wow.
And it's still there. The mobile home is gone.
Yeah.
But the trees and flowers and everything.
I used to spend a lot of time there. I had some buddies there.
Yeah,
it was rough there.
Yeah, it was rough. And so I had my own place and he had his own place. And he had given, I called all the houses by the street that they're on. So Cavalier was my house. And then Presley was his house. And then, of course, where I live now. Should I say where I live now?
Probably not.
People care. But
maybe I'll bleep it.
So where I live.
If I remember to bleep it, I'll bleep it.
Yeah, was another house that was his family's house that he just had. And he had someone living there and they were supposed to be renting, but they wasn't paying the rent. And so he had to evict them. And so he said, well, I got this house and your son needs a house. And my ex-husband was moving from Fort Worth into Texarkana to be near our son and his family. And I said, well, here's what we'll do. My ex-husband can live on Cavalier because me and Andy had gotten a house together. So he had like 4 houses. Now we had 4 houses. Yeah, because we had Cavalier and then we had the house we had together. And then he had his house and then we had this other house.
Damn, y'all got hell houses.
Yeah, we had houses. But, people were living in it.
Yeah.
And so I said, I tell you what, we'll give my ex-husband Cavalier, move Derek from Cavalier to here, to the house we're sharing, give your daughter your house, and then we'll take the house that we're living in now. We'll take that house, take them people out. And we'll take that house, and then everybody has a house.
Everybody got a house.
Yeah, everybody. I feel like Oprah.
Yeah, everybody get a house.
You get a house. You get a house.
You forgot to call me, but that's okay.
Yeah. So we moved everyone in one day. So
oh, damn it, that was wild.
Yeah, we moved my ex-husband in, moved my son over here, and move us over there. And so he took me on the tour. He went, you're not going to like this house. I went, man, just show me the house. And I walked through it like this.
So you decided you wanted to be at the house before seeing the house?
Yeah, I had never seen it before.
Oh, that's wild.
I had no idea what it was like.
Yeah.
His daughter was going to make it her house. So she had already started renovating it. So she had ripped out carpet. She had ripped out walls. The master bedroom didn't have walls or ceilings. And so, but she had started on it, but she hadn't finished it because the other people had moved in. And the other people were hoarders. And so they had stuff. There was an engine in the dining room.
An engine in the dining room? That's wild.
And so he just walked me through very, very unhappily and took me on the tour of the house. And it just kept going and going and going. I was like, how long is this big is this house? And it just went from room to room to room to room to room. And I went, all right, I'll take it. He was like, what? I said, I'll take it. I'm gonna take the house. I feel like I must take this house. This is a good house. I love this house.
Okay.
I guess so. So we kicked everybody out. It took us a month just to clear out the dining room and a bathroom just for us to pee.
Yeah.
And to sleep in one room. It took us a month to clear out one room. All the other rooms was chock full of stuff because it was I'm going to put my stuff over at the other house.
Oh, yeah.
It was basically storage. So everybody had all of their stuff at this house.
Yeah, when I moved out, when I was 17, I moved into what was my grandpa's house. Mm-hmm. And the whole family was just like, we'll just put our shit here.
Yeah. You move, or we'll just store it there until we get enough. And you leave it there for years.
That's how it was.
And so everything was there. And of course, Grandpa never threw nothing away.
My dad and Grandpa, they never threw
nothing away. And so it was just chock full. And so I have no qualms of throwing stuff out. I am a hoarder. I am. See, look at me. I admit it. Yeah, I am a hoarder.
That's the first step.
The first step is admittance. I come from a long line of hoarders of do not throw it away. You might need that. And I had to learn the hard way that you do not need that.
Right.
But I have a great thing about me is, if I use this, I haven't used this in a year.
Oh.
So I am.
That's what my wife does. She go behind me and just throw shit away.
Yeah, throw it away. And so Andy was like, but that's my dad's stuff. I said, how long have your dad been gone? He's been gone for 26, and then it needs to go. And I go, what is this? This is from the 1960s. It needs to go. What is this? Is that somebody's? They need to come get it.
Yeah.
And so I put out the word, come get it or it's gone.
Gone, yeah.
Now, there's stuff that I kept that was very important to the family. I kept it. Yeah. But if it was like, they had boxes of computers. If the computer no longer, Gateway. You remember Gateway, the big white boxes that look like cows? Mm-hmm. Black and white boxes. They still had those boxes. I hadn't seen a Gateway computer since I had a Gateway computer.
Yeah.
And so I threw all the stuff away. I chunked it. And Andy, of course, he's a trooper. He would come over. I would go first to the house to clean up. And this is where the crazy start happening. I would come into the house and I would know that there was people in the house.
Like ghosts?
Yes. Because I would see people walk past. Folks walk past. Or I'll be in a room and you hear someone walk past. Or you feel someone standing there, in a door or a corner. But I'm from a long line of haunted houses. And in Fort Worth, we lived in a haunted house and in hotels and stuff, haunted houses. I'm used to that.
So you really, you believe that with your soul?
Oh yeah. When my mother passed away, she would stand in the garden of Cavalier. She would stand in the garden. And I would come home from Lowe's from work late at night. And I knew that my mother was standing in the garden. And I finally went, gotta go. You can't be here.
You stressing me out, Mama?
No, I didn't say she stressed me out. I just went, I love that you're here. This is what you got to, okay. If you have, this is my advice.
Okay. You're going to tell me about what to do with the ghost.
If you have someone that is around, and it's a loved one, it has to be a loved one. Mm. The only reason that they're still around is because they're worried about how you're taking their demise. Mm. And so my mother knew that I took it very hard. But then I didn't have time to grieve for her because I started working 2 jobs because I was working Julie's and Lowe's to pay for her funeral. Because she didn't have any money and I didn't have any money. And so we still had to pay for her funeral. And so I worked 2 jobs to pay for it. I worked for 2 jobs for a year to pay for everything and all her bills. But she was worried for me, so she was there. And I went, you can't be here. You need to go. You need to take care of other people. Other people need you. You need to watch other folks. There's Dion. There's my brothers. There's my aunts and uncles. You can go see them. Go to Paris. Go to Egypt. Get on a plane. Fly somewhere. Go see the stuff that you always wanted to see. Why are you here? And after that, I never felt her again.
That's interesting. So you think that you can get stuck here after you
get stuck here? Yeah. Andy was here for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. He was in the. I couldn't sleep in the bedroom, and because my bedroom is a master bath combination, and he passed away in the bathroom. So where I take my shower and stand there and dry off, that's where he was. That's where I found him. Yeah. When I came home from work, he was dead in the bathroom. And so, and that was something that also was traumatic for me, which also spiraled me down.
Right.
But
were you able to go back into that room?
Oh yeah, it's my bedroom.
Yeah, because I sleep where I found my mom, which I know that's incredibly morbid to talk about, but
you're okay with it because you had to come to grips with the fact that she's not there no more.
Right.
And for me, is to find out that he was there. Because in my brain, at the time, I thought, oh, he's gone. I'll never see him again. But then I realized he was there. And that was comforting. And so when people go, oh, I'm sorry, you lost your husband. And I'm like, he's still around. He's still here. He kicks about. I'm not worried about Andy.
Yeah.
And that got me out of it.
That's interesting. Do you think everyone does that or just certain?
Just certain. And have you ever seen the show Ghost? Where some people stay and some people goes away. It's a CBS.
Okay.
On Paramount Plus. There's a show called Ghost. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But there's a group of people that stays in the house. Okay,
I've seen the commercials. Yeah. I know you're talking about now.
People stays in the house. And then there's some people that when they die, they go. I think that's what happens.
I wonder what determines that.
Maybe you have unfinished things. And that's that's a recurring thing. You have unfinished business.
Yeah.
But like now, there's less people in the house that there used to be. I don't know why, but maybe they feel that the house is okay. Because when I got there, I was tornado. I cleaned up. I got rid of all the bad energy. I painted. I decorated. I put the walls back. I put the ceiling back. I redecorated. In fact, there's a whole series of my Facebook. That's how I started getting people to follow me, was the fact that I was redoing the house. And so I started getting strangers that started following me just because the fact that I was redoing the house. And every day I would do a new room in the house and start from what this looked like before to what it looks like now. And when I started cleaning, there was a lot of bad energy in the house. And when Andy came home, he was like, oh man, you got a lot done. And I had painted the dining room gray. This same color, the gray and white, is my dining room. And he's like, I said, gray. I said, because the dude wanted it gray. The man wanted it gray. He's like, what man? I don't know how to explain, but I was looking at all the paint and I heard a voice says, gray. It's got to be gray. And I grabbed the gray paint and I painted it gray. And I painted the trim white because he wanted it gray. And he was like, what man? I said, the old man. The old man wanted it gray. I said, there was a man.
The old man
wanted it gray. And he's like, my dad has always wanted this room gray, but my mother would never let him. He's wanted this. She would never let him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And the kitchen was turquoise and pink. Oh, God. It's 50s.
Yeah.
And then I painted it back turquoise and pink. It's terrible. It went around a circle. But I kind of went back to it retro. And but I turned that into tan and black and I redid. And it was just because of the people in the house. This is what I want. I felt that. But when I told Andy, he just went, tell me again. I go, okay. Yeah. All right. So there's a man in the living room. He stands here at the door at the steps because he can't come into here. He can only stand there. And he stands in the living room.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. But then that's like the older lady. And I told him, I said, there's a man in the living room. There's an old lady in the kitchen. There's a lady in over there in the room. There's another lady upstairs. There's a little girl that walks through the house.
And these are people, do you think that's people that died in the house?
I didn't know at the time until he told me.
That a bunch of people died in the house.
This is my mom, my dad. That's where my dad stands there. But that's where his hospital bed was when he died of cancer.
Oh, wow.
And that's where his hospital bed was. And that's where my mom was. And my sister died of cancer. I didn't know none of this because we had just started being with each other. We hadn't even gotten married yet. And it was just weird that I knew all of his family, how they had passed away, and no one had told me. But the house told me.
I'm amazed. This is crazy.
But I knew that. But I know that from other houses and other places that I've been in. Like I can't go into the Arlington that's in Hot Springs. I can't go in there at all.
That was like a mafia hotspot.
Yeah. And Andy dragged me in there and took me in that tiny little elevator up to the 7th floor where the swimming pool is because he wanted to show me the swimming pool.
Yeah.
And as soon as the doors opened, I went, I am not walking down that hallway. I'm not going down that hallway and I'm not going to the swimming pool. And he dragged me down the hallway and he says, well, look in the rooms because somebody was cleaning the room. I was like, I'm not going in that room. Just get me out of here. I need to get out of here. And finally, I said, yes, the swimming pool. All right, nice. Let's go. And I ran out of that hotel as fast as I could. Come to find out later, the 7th floor was where there was a fire and 32 people was killed.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't know.
I know that's where like Al Capone used
he used to throw people out the windows.
Yeah, they used to kill people. Like, that was a mafia hotspot there in Hot Springs.
I didn't know.
But you felt something
I felt
crazy
it.
there.
It's just bad. I can't even look at pictures of it. Just looking at pictures of it. It's like looking at the Annabelle Horror House to me.
Did you feel something when you walked in here? I hope not.
Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff here.
Oh, don't say shit like that. Come on now.
It's good.
No, that ain't good.
No. It's not. It's not bad.
Well, I hope so. I'll fight a ghost. I'll scream.
No, because if it was bad, I wouldn't come in. I wouldn't be here this long.
I'll fight a damn ghost.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I wouldn't be here
everybody.
this long. There's places in Texarkana that is just pleasant to go into.
Yeah.
And I don't mind at all because I know. I said, "Oh man, this is old." Like Fairview Elementary School.
Mm-hmm.
That's got some folks in there.
Yeah.
When it got dark, I left. That was like going in. I'm going to cover up. That was like going into foul.
Oh no.
Yeah. When it got dark, I got out of there.
Yeah. Hey.
I did not stay in there too long.
Yeah. When the sun goes down, trying to get out.
Harmony is almost. It's a little. The front part of the school, fine. That back hallway that I was painting in is a little rough.
I think somebody's been, what happened at school?
I don't know.
But some did.
Something in the back hallway. Because I'm there till, like, the last time I was there till about 8. And that was sunset.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, it's time to go. I stayed there till 11. I've been there till midnight. But that was in the front of the school.
Yeah.
And that was fine.
Huh.
But in the back of school, I couldn't stay past 8.
You think there's certain people that can feel certain type of things?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I always have. And it's just...
When was the first time you...
Oh, when I was little.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But that's...
I'm glad that's a
weird.
I'm glad that's a superpower you have and I don't have because I don't want to know. Like,
most of it is people imaginations. Their imagination run away.
Oh, dude, them. I don't like this building at night. I'm strapped up.
But you shouldn't be.
Huh?
But you shouldn't be.
I shouldn't be?
No, it's fine.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
It's fine. This is fine.
I got my gun out like I'm finna fight a ghost.
Because you remember we came up in the dark.
Right.
It was dark. We didn't even have a flashlight.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, I wouldn't have came in. I would have went, nah, man, we got to go somewhere else. We got to go to the park or something.
That'd have been embarrassing. Yeah. Because I ain't got all my shit's here.
Oh, your shit's here. But this is fine. This is perfectly fine. There's places that's in Texarkana that's not fine. Verona's not fine.
Really? The restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I don't want to go and co-sign.
The wine part.
The where?
In the wine part. And see, and I used to work there when it was Jackie O's. And I felt that when it was Jackie O's.
Like somebody got killed in the wine cellar?
I don't know.
Hey, somebody was doing too much talking. Somebody was doing too much.
See, all of this was gangster stuff.
Yeah,
because remember the hideout had
they called us Little Chicago.
Yeah, because even the hideout had tunnels going from one to another.
I ain't gonna sleep a lick tonight. I appreciate you, but
this is a feel good building.
Yeah.
The train station next door, that's kind of in between when it was a train museum. I went in there when it was a train museum.
The right across the road.
Street.
Okay, yeah.
Upstairs.
People live there.
Yeah, upstairs it was kind of
iffy.
It was kind of iffy. I still went in and we still had our little party, but I was out. When it was done, I was gone. I didn't linger.
No.
Yeah. But there's places that is more than others.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, it's just their imagination running. But there are places where that's really what that is. But if you feel that, all you have to do is just go, hi, my name's Joe. How you doing?
Oh, and if it's a flex on?
Yeah, put the flex on. Say hi.
Does the gun work? Because I have the gun, but the gun don't work on ghosts.
The gun don't work.
Damn.
What you have is you.
Yeah.
To make you feel better, you can sage. You think that works? White candles.
Yeah.
And just talk. I talk to my house. I go, I'm leaving. Gonna go. You can come with me if you want to. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna go paint.
That's crazy. You gotta tell the house you gotta go.
Yeah. Or I come in. I go, hi, I'm back. I'm back home.
I'm here. Don't do nothing crazy.
Yeah. Or when I come into places like this, if I'm by myself and I come into a place like this, I do talk to, like at the Harmony. I when I'm leaving, I go, okay. Because I introduce myself.
I'm here. Hi. What's up?
I go, hi, I'm Darlene. I'm an artist. I paint walls. I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks and I'm going to be painting the wall. Just want to say hi. Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, don't do no crazy shit to me.
Yeah, don't be walking past because I can't stand shit like that. It's just
you are so
cool.
funny.
It's cool to watch. Stand there and watch. But don't be moving shit. Don't be messing with my stuff.
Yeah. I have one ghost story. Like it's literally just one. My entire life. My grandma, what we call like they were real sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote for the Gazette.
Yeah.
Right over there, and he was a pharmacist. And they even had a library in their house. They were smart people. That's my mama's side.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad's side is just blue collar, hard working dudes.
Hands.
Yeah. And so I called her grandmother. And then he was like a jokester. They called he had us call him Pan Parent. I still don't know why. But that was Pan Parent. And he was just I don't know. But he was a pharmacist. And anyways, he passed away in the house. Then a month later, she passes away.
Because that is a thing.
Yeah.
That is a thing. It's oh man, I remember the word for but I can't say it because it's
if my wife died, I need to leave.
Yeah, it's a scientific word.
I don't want to be next. I don't want to be next.
But it's a heartbroken thing.
Yeah, and I believe that probably that could have played a part in it. So me and my brother, I would say that my brother he's 4 years older than me. I'm gonna say he was driving, so he was probably 17, I was probably 13.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had been cleaning out the house, and all the other family is out of town, but my mom stayed here to take care of them. So we're like, can we go stay the night over there? Like, for some reason, we thought that would be fun. Like, as kids, we were going to go stay over here by ourselves and shit, which is, I don't even think that's legal, but whatever. Yeah. So we brought our Xbox over and I'll tell you how old this was. We went to Movie Planet.
God.
We went to Movie Planet and got Dodgeball, the movie.
Lord.
And so me and my brother, everything was fine. We were playing like Halo together.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided, okay, we'll put a movie on. We'll lay down on the couches and we're just going to sleep here in the couch in the living room. And we're watching Dodgeball. And my grandma, after my grandpa passed away, she started sleeping downstairs.
Yeah.
She used to sleep
that's what
upstairs.
I did. I slept in another room when Andy died.
Yeah. Yeah. So she used to sleep in the room with him, right? He passed away. She started sleeping downstairs. And then there's a bathroom beside it. We were watching TV and nobody's living there. It's just me and him. And the water cuts on in the bathroom. I said, Jake, my brother, I said, the water just cut on. He's like, I hear something. So me and him go to the bathroom and look and the faucet is on. Me and him are panicking at this point. We turn the water off and we're like, no, that was weird. That's weird. Like maybe the water company, like I know they're turning utilities off on this soon or something. Yeah. I don't know. We rationalized
somebody left it on.
Yeah.
Didn't notice it.
And we didn't notice it till now. So then we go back and we're watching the movie and it gets to about the end of the movie and it's late. It's like, not late, but it's after 10.
Mm-hmm.
That water cut on one more time. And me and him look at each other and we're like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, we know we turned that off.
I said, now I know that me and you went together and we looked at this and we turned this off. And he was like, yeah. So he called my mom at the time. She was still alive. He called my mom. He was like, hey, we're coming home now.
Yeah,
it's just
right
weird. Now. And so me and him got in his car.
And the faster you move.
Oh, dude. Gone. Dude, I got out of the house so quick. Boy. I got to get this. Okay, they had the cat. This house. And see, as I got older, my uncles and aunts started telling me stories about the house that they had experiences there too. I didn't know all this.
So it was before.
Yeah. And it was before then, but I mean, it don't help. The new stuff neither.
Yeah, it don't help.
So they had a cat. It was a calico cat. You know, those are rare.
Yeah.
And it was white, black, and orange, and had like the, mainly white, but had black and orange spots on it. And it was mean as shit. And they called it Spice Cat. And it only liked grandmother. She was spicy as hell. Just mean as shit. Just the meanest little cat you could think of. And like, you couldn't even look at this cat. It would just freak out on you, except her. And so when she passed away, we had to get the cat out of the house. So we put the cat in a crate and we took it to the animal shelter.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're trying to sell the house. I cannot make this shit up. This is the wildest shit. Damn near ever happened to me. A month later, once a week, we would drive over to the house while they were trying to sell it. And we would just check on things and clean things up and do things over there. We show up and over on the side door, the glass had broke. Somebody had broke into it.
Oh, man.
And we were like, what the f-? And so we called my dad. My dad shows up with a gun and we kind of go through the house together. Darlene, I can't lie to you. In the house, in the bedroom where they used to sleep, was a cat that had gotten to the house. A calico cat that was mean as fuck. And that's one thing in my life that I'm a skeptic on a lot of shit.
Tell you.
But that right there,
there's a thin veil.
How?
There's a thin veil.
How does that happen? Somebody broke in and then when they left and realized there wasn't shit there, a cat comes in that looks exactly like the old cat and acts like the old cat and is in the bedroom where the cat used to sleep with the owners. What do you do with that? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, we're running out of time, so we'll end this.
So, my house has less people in it. They have moved on. Mostly because they feel that the house is now, because I have stood there and went, you do not have to worry about this house. I will protect this house. I will burn up before this house burn up.
Right.
My son he owns the house now. I put it in his name. So that after I die, it goes to him. So there's not the terrible thing that happened when Andy died, because he died so soon, he didn't have time to put the house in my name. So I had to go through a horrible thing to get the house. Because I actually had to redo everything to get the house in my name in order to keep it. And so I didn't want my son to have that. So this house is protected. And I told the house this. I said, you do not have to worry about this house ever. I will take care of it for as long as I live. And there's nobody in there. Well, except for, my brothers and the actual people that live there. The actual people that live there.
You told everybody it's cool. And
it's cool.
Left.
And even though I have friends that have come over, I had a party and I had to go get firewood or something. So I left my friend in the living room. When I came back, she was standing outside. And
she was like, hey,
she, standing outside. She said,
yeah.
And she was smoking a cigarette. She was like,
that's because the house didn't know about them.
Yeah, because I didn't tell the house people coming over.
You had to tell the house first.
I had to tell the house. I said, my friends are coming over. We're doing a thing. But I have had paranormal investigators come to the house. I got video.
Oh, wow.
I got sound. Because they came over. They spent 5 hours in the house.
Wow.
And they got all kinds of proof and video. And then the lady sat down after it was all over. She said, girl, your house is haunted.
Oh,
I said, tell me something I don't know. Because I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Because after Andy had passed away, I would put bread on something and it'd be on the floor. So I thought I had raccoons or something.
Oh, no, you got hungry ghosts.
Yeah.
I had to pee real fast. And then, I'm so sorry. That's what that weird.
There's nothing. It's just me. I'm coming in. I'm going to do a show. That's all they want to know. It's not too much to it. They just want to know what's going on. And then after a while, you won't feel that anymore.
Yeah.
Because they'll go away.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, chill. All right, you ready to end it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I can't. My editing capabilities get the longer it gets.
I'm telling you, man, get Video Studio. Yeah. It's the simplest. It's cheap.
Yeah.
And it's the simplest video editing software, especially if you're just doing two things and master vocals.
Yeah, just be two camera views and audio.
And render it out.
Yeah.
And it renders out in 4K and 8K.
Damn.
And you can do everything in between.
Yeah, you're going to have... we're back on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're going to be walking in the rooms. It's just letting people know, hey...
Sage the place. You want me to sage it for you? I'll sage it.
Does that really work?
I am a very firm believer in... Because you got Crystal Moon right down the street, just over there in a bowl. Gee! Good thing.
And that do the thing?
I do that to the house. I do that to the house because my house is over... Because Grandpa built it on top of a creek. So they just filled the creek in with rock and slapped the house down. Yeah. So when it rains, there's water runs underneath the house. Because that one garage floods. So what I was told was why there were so many people in the house. This is what the paranormal investigator lady told me. Is because there's so much water. And that's why I got rid of the hot tub. And then I had a fish pond in the house also that I brought. So I had a 600-gallon.
And goes like water. That's what
goes like is drawn to water. So the house set on a water point.
A water jug in
so there was the sewer line, where there was a water line from state line that Grandpa put in, that he let the city put their little pipe in. So when it rains, all the water from state line runs underneath the house. This huge pipe is underneath the house. Then there's a natural creek that runs another direction, that runs to Spring Lake Park that he filled in, that still runs. So I have this cross of water under the house. And so things are attracted to the house. And so every now and then there is someone who's not of the Taylor. And I said, look, if you're not a Taylor, you're not related to me, you need to get get out of my house.
Go find some different water.
Yeah, go find somewhere else.
Go play in a creek or something.
Go find somewhere else to be. And there's times that I'm painting somewhere that I feel that I bring someone back with me.
Oh, no.
So, and then I have to sage again.
I'm telling you,
and so then I have to sage
tonight.
Again. So I sage.
Oh, that's a good place to end it. Yeah, dude, I love you. I'm so glad that we...
And then we can talk about other stuff. We got to do a part 2.
Oh, yeah, other stuff. Because this is the second time we've ended the episode. I still want to know when you shot about somebody, but I don't want to rush it. And
forgot about that.
You are so funny. You're so entertaining.
I miss the bone. He remembers me when it gets cold.
Oh, I bet it does.
Because his legs start hurting. Ooh.
You took a leg shot too. Don't tell me. We'll do it next time. That gives us something to talk about next time. Which like we would struggle to find something to talk about. But
I got stuff. I had a life.
Darlene Taylor, thank you for coming on the show.
I love to be here.
I enjoyed it. This is awesome. And we'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
I'll be thinner then.
Hey, shoot, me too, maybe. I gotta put these beers down. That's what's getting me.
Oh man, you all right?
Yeah, it'll be okay. Teel Podcast. Thank y'all for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. It really helps me out. If you're listening on Spotify, please rate the show. That really helps me get seen by other people. Man, we love you. If you hung in this whole time, thank you so much. Remember the sponsors: Benchmark, Cafe Lucille's, 180 Recording Studio, Teel Septic Service, all that stuff. Thank you so much. And we'll be back next week. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Come on.